That's right. Nike has now joined the trolling of Angel Reese by placing a billboard in Chicago just down the street from where she performs. Angel Reese is furious and her fans are crashing out, and it's absolutely amazing to watch. Why? Because the so-called kingdom of Angel Reese is a massive billboard that towers over the streets of Chicago. Yes, that's right. Caitlin Clark's face is beaming down on Reese's home turf, and her fans are treating it like a national emergency. As you can see, there are 2 damn billboards in downtown Chicago, and social media is aflutter with outrage. They are calling it disrespectful, disgusting, and every other word that begins with the letter D. However, the truth is that billboards go up for superstars, game changers, and players who miss layups and talk more than they hoop. Chicago just sent a message that we know who the real star is. And guess what? According to Basketball Reference, Clark is the most visited player webpage, even in Illinois. Yes, you read correctly. Even the home state of Reese's team is more interested in CL than in Reese. They had 2 billboards in Angel Reese City, and I'll bet they did. Of course, the fans of Reese are the ones who are frantically trying to persuade anyone who will listen that this is unfair to their face of the league and that it is some sort of insult. But let's get this straight. Business brands want the face that makes a difference, not the player who racks up bricks like she works construction. The truth is that Caitlin Clark is the future, and Angel Reese is just background noise. Yes, the reason we watch women's basketball isn't just because of one person. It's because of me as well. I want you all to understand that Clark isn't just because she is good. She is popular because she has completely altered the perception of women's basketball. Kids are copying her logo shots, and adults who have never attended a WNBA game are now marking their calendars for Fever games, while Reese's fans are stuck remembering that one tournament run in college when she was carried by her team to a national championship because, as far as I can tell, there isn't much else to celebrate. It's funny because, from what I understand, she keeps telling us that Angel Reese is part of this brigade of BA women's basketball players who are leading all these new viewers into the WNBA. And I believe that these ratings right here prove the biggest point. What is Angel doing while Clark is out there influencing the future? She's busy performing TikTok dances and attending every event that will have her clout chasing might get you likes, but it doesn't get you anything else. So here is the Chicago Sky social media page, everyone. I think this is their Facebook page. And you see that they want to type in a mix of capital and lowercase letters that make it look like you're making fun of someone. Let's read this aloud, shall we? But why do the Chicago Sky despise the Fever? They play too hard and talk too much. Let's be honest for a moment. Caitlin Clark earned every pixel of that enormous display in the middle of Chicago. While Angel Reese's fans are out there acting like someone burned her jersey in the street, Caitlin was busy doing what she always does, rewriting the history books. She's been packing arenas, breaking records, and inspiring the next generation of hoopers. You don't get a billboard because you talk the loudest. You get it because you play the best. This is more statistical evidence that shows that no one is watching Angel Reese. And that's what Reese's fan base can't handle. They know deep down that the truth hurts, and their queen is out there missing layups while Caitlin is making defenders look like traffic cones. However, when you pair her with Caitlin Clark in Chicago or anywhere else, the star of the show is still the one who shines the brightest. In fact, the arena is sold out, and more than half of the fans in attendance. Attendance is a route for the Fever because while Reese is busy getting kicked out of games and posting cryptic tweets, Caitlin Clark is letting her game do all the talking. She's leading, winning, and becoming the face of the league, which is why she's on that billboard. When you consider the WNBA's long-term effects and how we can continue to make this a viable league and keep these fans around, you have to think long-term. In terms of longevity, Caitlin Clark is currently a buzzword, trending globally, not just nationally, regardless of which team you play for or whether you're a fan. Everyone is talking about it right now, but just when you thought the meltdown was over, Reese's fans found something new to cry about. This time, it wasn't just the billboard. It was Kelsey Plum. Yes, Plum, a 2-time WNBA champion, Olympian certified baller, and someone who actually wins, dropped a simple statement that the Sparks have the best front court in the league, and you would have thought she declared war on Chicago. Reese's fans went crazy because she took her luggage and left for LA, and yesterday was her introductory press conference. Reese's fans live in this alternate reality where her presence alone guarantees rings, but the last time I checked, her team missed the playoffs, and their record actually got worse after Reese joined. What is it about this young core, young group that stands out to you? I think they are versatile. If you go down the line, Cam, I think apparently anything that doesn't put Angel Reese on a pedestal is an attack, because in their world, having her on your roster automatically makes you the best team in the league. Forget skill, forget records. If Angel is there, that's all you need. When you look at the versatility, everyone can shoot, play multiple positions, and guard multiple positions. Of course, these people don't care about the facts, but when Kelsey Plum spoke the truth, they called it shade. In reality, though, the Sparks have built a powerhouse front court with size, skill, and actual production. Whereas Reese's team has a lot of talking but not much winning. The reason they are so defensive is because deep down they know that if Reese was truly that girl, if she was truly on Caitlin Clark's level, they wouldn't need to defend her every time someone tells the truth. However, they would rather plug their ears and chant double double machine like it's a spell that will turn bricks into baskets. Thing is, Kelsey Plum didn't say anything about Reese personally. She just gave credit where credit is due. The truth is that Reese fans have created this bizarre fantasy world in which Angel's mere presence on a roster is supposed to make the entire WNBA shudder. For example, when she puts on her sneakers, everyone else is supposed to pack up and call it a day. But basketball doesn't work like that, especially when half of those sneakers are clomping toward another misted layup. However, here they are clutching their pearls and acting as though Kelsey Plum personally insulted their grandmother for daring to say that the Sparks have the best front line in the league. Let's call it a delusion. Lisa Leslie isn't the face of the WNBA, but try telling her fans that she's bad at layups. And that's not, newsflash, that's not elite basketball. This made me sad because I don't like to see someone's confidence completely destroyed like that. In sports, we set out to say, hey, you need to do this better, but it's just a fact that she isn't good at layups. Speaking of those bricks, can we finally address the layup situation there? Watching Reed drive to the hoop, it seems like she has a personal vendetta against scoring. Is she aiming for the hoop or trying to make friends with the shot clock every time she misses from point-blank range? Let's be honest, you can almost hear the crowd sighing, but she celebrates as if she just hit a game-winning basket. When she finally gets one to drop after 4 tries, that's not stat padding. However, I was looking at her stats, and I jotted some down right here, and she shoots a pitiful 39% from the field, and she shot less than 50% on shots that are less than 5 feet away, which is terrible. What's even funnier is Reese's own claims about changing the game and what the league's tolerance is for missed layups if there's a... The trophy for most dramatic flail after contact certainly goes to her, but this idea that Angel Reese is revolutionizing women's basketball is the only thing she's changing, because it seems like now it includes 6 missed shots followed by a free throw celebration. I think we all know this again. Caitlin Clark is, the huge A-list star who was Harrison Ford back when Harrison Ford had that 20-year stretch of only #1 movies dominating Star Wars, Indiana. Well, historic dominance. Caitlin Clark, you're seeing it right here. When people watch Caitlin Clark play, arenas sell out, TV ratings reach all-time highs, and millions of kids try to imitate her moves. That's the real impact. In contrast, her games draw maybe a couple of 1,000,000 viewers. And let's be honest, half of those people are watching to see what mess Angel gets into this time. Are they arguing with the referee again? Are they flopping after missing a layup? Are they celebrating a rebound like she just wants a gold medal? The difference is that Caitlin Clark is making history and Angel Reese is making headlines, and only one of those things actually matters. Hollywood Boulevard is one. in California as well. Wow, Caitlin Clark is taking over the United States, bro. But let's get back to the billboards, because that's what initially caused this meltdown. Caitlin Clark's face is beaming down on Chicago, and Reese's fans are acting like it's a personal attack. This isn't about Chicago loyalty or respect. Rather, it's about the fact that their favorite player is everything they wish they could be, and every time they see that billboard, they hear another record-breaking stat. I keep waiting for the star power, for the supposed mainstream appeal of Angel Reese to draw flies to this incredibly stale turd hell at this point. But my expectations are so low that I'm only looking for small improvements, like ratings going from nothing to almost nothing. But this damn secondary dump, they see Caitlin's jersey sell out in minutes, and they're reminded of the gap, which is getting wider every day. What's the response? Twitter tantrums? They can't even give me that. And the funniest part is that those billboards are just getting started. If anything, there will be more. If you think this is bad, wait until Caitlin Clark lights up the WNBA next season. When fans in Chicago wear her jersey, that billboard is a warning that Caitlin Clark has arrived. Angel Reese needs to get used to looking up, because that's where Clark will be on the billboards, in the record books. At the top of this league, a lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle, but we all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? Imagine this. Reese fans are walking down the street ready to grab their unhealthy McDonald's Angel Reese meal when they look up and see Caitlin Clark's face plastered across a giant billboard, reminding them exactly who runs this league. They immediately know that their day is ruined, and they take their bags with them and pull out their phones to tweet something salty, because the reality is staring them in the face. After all, this is Caitlin Clark's world, and Angel Reese is just visiting. Let's face it, every basketball fan who truly understands the game felt a little rush of satisfaction when that billboard appeared.